Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliet. So in this video I'll be sharing with you how to make this lovely sleeve. If you're interested, please keep on watching. So here is my finished upper bodice. I'm going to be measuring the armhole round, following that curve like that. So whatever I get here, I'm going to use that to fold my fabric. So I got about 10.5 inches. So I'm going to add 2 to that, making it 12.5. And here is my fabric piece. That is exactly 12.5 on fold. So next I'll be marking the length. So I'm using the sleeve length of 21. I'm adding 5 inches to that. So you mark your sleeve length plus extra 5 inches. I'm going to mark it across and then rule a line straight and cut it out. Please ignore that part that is not equal. I was managing the fabric, but it didn't affect it in any way. Yeah. So next, on this open end, I came down by 4 inches and then I made a curve like so. Next up, I'm going to measure around that curve, following the shape like so until I get to that 12.5 inches. So I first of all marked the 10, which is the actual armhole round, and then the extra 2 inches. So with this type of sleeve, what you do is whatever you get from this point, you take it all the way down. So whatever you get there, you bring it down and mark the same thing. But you can reduce it if you feel it's too wide for you. But it should still be bigger than your wrist measurement. So the next step is to come down by 5 inches from the top and then 5 inches up from the bottom. This is on the center on the middle. So I came in by 3/4 inch, which is too much. So I later reduced it to 1/2 inch. So I'm going to make a curve like so to connect, and then make another curve like that to blend it out. So this 3/4 inch looked a little bit big for me, so I reduced it to 1/2, which I still think is too big. If I'm to make this next time, I will use 1/4 inch. So I'm connecting the lines on the side. and I will be cutting it off. I'm also going to trim off this point like so. This is what it's looking like. So I tried helming this and it was a complete disaster. So what I did was fold the down part to form a casing for elastic, which I will sew down. But after seeing that the hem didn't work, I had to cut a lining and turn that point with the lining before joining the sleeve right sides together. So here is it, done with the lining. Please don't sew as wide as I did. After loosening the rolled hem, it kind of damaged the fabric a little bit, so I had it bigger. So I notched this point and I also notched the down point like so to make it relax on the outside. So next I'll be ironing that point flat. After which I will fold the lining to sit on top of the stitch I made earlier and then top stitch it down, making sure you're not reducing the space of your elastic casing. So after ironing, I folded the lining on the down part and I pinned it in place. I'll go and sew that. After sewing, this is what it's looking like. So the next step is to insert the elastic into that elastic casing. So I'm measuring this armhole again. This time around, stopping at that 10.5 inches mark exactly, and then the same for the down. I think I reduced the down to about 8 inches. That's like 16 inches in total, and then extra 2 inches. So what you do is there is really no need for this much allowance, so you can make your allowance just half to 1 inch marks. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the second sleeve. So here is my elastic. I cut 9 inches each. The elastic is 9 inches long. This is my safety pin. I'm going to use it to pass the elastic through, as you will see. So I took the elastic into that to slightly before the where the actual measurement is going to start, and I pinned it there. And then I'll do the same thing on this other side. The elastic is going to stop slightly after where that line is, like so. So if your seam allowance is just like half an inch, you can take it all through. And here is it. I'm going to place them right sides together and go and sew on those lines for both sleeves. So after sewing the two sleeves, this is what it's looking like. And there you have it. This is the end of the tutorial, and I will see you in my next video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye.